Last week, we saw one of our favorite women pop out married. So this week on Textually Active, we want to get on into how you roll out your relationship. Do you post in silence? Do you date on the low and just pop out married? This week, we getting into it right now on Textually Active. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a new episode of Textually Active.
Textually Active.
This is your weekly dose of conversations about navigating the digital age while dealing with friendships, relationships, and all the ships in between. I'm Rez, and I got Meezy with me.
Whole lot of shit going on.
That's right.
Big fire. I'm here. I'm good. How you?
I'm good. And we got E on the boards.
Yo.
It's been a week.
Been a week, bro. Niggas is tired. I'm working. I'm doing a lot of shit. A lot of work going on. Trying to put together a rollout. What's today? I don't even know the day's date. I've been working so hard. The 3rd.
It's August.
Yeah, so it's August. You know, we on the second half of the year. So, you know, plans for some big rollout shit coming soon. You'll see it soon. We're doing some shit. So
Fourth quarter music.
You already know the vibes. Tired a little bit, working hard, staying up all night. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's good. Same. Been on the road. Up and down the road.
Yeah, you're a road runner, bro.
I've been seeing
really
everybody.
Be talking about being upset because you didn't go on vacation because you also not been home yet.
No, I haven't been home. I'm out every weekend.
You out every weekend.
But I'm just making up for the time that I missed last weekend. It's not like I'm out at Rolling Loud. We saw what happened to those people last weekend.
I mean, you back was you still got gas in between your toes.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see my people, make sure everybody feel the love.
That's crazy that we talked about that last week.
Yeah.
And niggas went and caught, spread, and passed out.
Yes,
COVID.
we sure did. We talked about the survival tips for another lockdown.
Because them niggas was outside.
And a lot of people were surprised that they got the Rona, but I mean, what do you expect?
Fam, it's a festival where we're nut to butt.
Right. Nut to fucking butt.
Nut to butt.
Not no mask in sight.
Somebody out here's got COVID and don't know it.
But they just think, we outside, it's okay.
Yeah.
So
That's all I could think of.
Yeah, like nobody's like it's like
let me clear my throat at that.
It's like having unprotected sex and catching chlamydia and being like, I don't even know where I got this. How would I have done this?
How could I have contracted this? Meanwhile, y'all screaming the lyrics in each other's face.
Yeah. Immaculate gonorrhea. That's gross. Like just came out of nowhere.
The drip came from nowhere. I'm on a roll already.
Okay.
Gross.
Appreciate it.
So we're here for another episode. Last week, Issa, I guess, announced that
Issa Rae, like you on first name terms with it. It's cool. I see it's a black woman thing.
Yeah, it's a black.
Let me mind my business.
When you watch all them seasons of Insecure, you feel like you know somebody.
My fault. I apologize.
So I was so shocked when she announced, I guess, that she was married, because the way she did the announcement, it was kind of like punny. And I wasn't sure if that's what it was until, I saw the pictures and I'm like, you're not just taking pictures like this for no reason. So I guess Issa's married. Woo!
That's kind of dope.
Congratulations, Issa. Did you know that she was dating somebody? Or?
Yeah, bro. I remember we've literally been stuck in the same 2 years for a decade. Yeah. So I remember the news being so long ago, but like I remember seeing the headlines on Twitter, like, oh, she's dating somebody and they're engaged out of nowhere. It's like I remember 2019. I remember seeing it, but we've been stuck in this vortex.
I think you unlocked the memory that I forgot about.
Yeah,
you're right.
We've been like
when you explain it like that, I think we did. It just came out of nowhere because I don't feel like honestly, we wouldn't see him on the red carpet because there haven't been many red carpets. But then we also don't see him on her social media that much, but we wouldn't know what he looks like because she doesn't post him. Right. And then we don't know because we don't freaking know her. And so it just got me thinking about being loved and the expression of your significant other. And it kind of sparked a theme on the internet last week where all the girls were like, mood, get married, be loved in silence, get married, and then pop out with a husband. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know what I think about that style of like dating. I think it's important to love your partner out loud. I want to be loved out loud. I don't want people to see me and not know that I'm spoken for.
That's pretty fun. That's pretty good. I think like some of the basis of it. I think some of the basis of that is personal preferences.
Yeah.
Like if you like a person that wants to be shown off and you want to like be on every post, every 5 pictures on your Instagram, there's a picture of them tagged in all of the tweets about you.
Individual birthday shout outs.
Yeah, like liking the picture in the comment all the time and you want to be loved like that. I mean, that's something I feel like that's what people like. Like that's what they like. But then I also see the other side of like, you know, like keeping like the people you hold near and dear to you private, like because being in a light like that shit come with a lot. Like niggas kill Issa over her character, and I know a lot of niggas as fans don't know how to separate person from character. So like fucking HBO the other day posted a post is a picture of Issa and Lawrence and it goes, who gonna tell him the news? Like, fam, it's a real life that has nothing to do with her character on that show.
HBO can do better. They need to do better for that.
That was a white person. It wasn't no black person.
That sure wasn't.
I don't agree. I think that was a black person.
You think it might have been?
I think it was a black person.
Oh, no, it sounds very black.
They thought they were being clever.
Right.
Because, like, a black person knows that we can't separate. We can't separate the two.
That is valid. That's a valid point. Black people don't. Chris Tucker's been smoky forever.
He's smoky forever.
Yeah. So I think it's a matter of like, you know, like in her case, maybe it's like, yo, I live a, you know.
And he's also Kata.
That's funny. Yeah. She live a life in the fame, like, and so like, I don't, like, you didn't sign up to be a part of this. Like, you signed up to be with me, not be criticized for just being with me because they don't like what I do.
It's a lot of attention that comes with that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it. I seen her at Diddy's pool party, so that was single person activities.
But what we didn't see was who all was there.
Right.
And we don't know if her husband was there, but she just didn't like take pictures of him.
And I also feel like it's like
post the pictures with him.
Like the camera guys here taking pictures of all of famous people at this party. This nigga don't know that's Issa Rae's fiance at the time. Like, I'm taking pictures of the people I know that's gonna get me reshares and get me reposts. He probably was in a cut, and she probably spent 75% of the time with him, and the other 25 like walking around, networking, doing some shit. I think they did it. Her and Puff doing a show for HBO, some shit. So like, it's a work thing, and I brought him with me, and you go with me to the work thing. And
I'm just being messy. I'm being messy. That's it.
You black. I think it's different, like you said, in those different standards. Like if you are a celebrity, if you have the spotlight on you, or if you are one of those people who are in the industry and everything isn't going to be kind. We see it every day where the internet is in love with you and 2 days later they hate you. And it's not to say that you don't deserve to be hated, but they could flip on you in a minute.
Right.
Because some of y'all be saying some dumbass stuff and it comes with some stuff.
Exactly.
But I think a lot of people do it as protection to protect the person that they're with from those hateful words, from those attacks from the media, because it can be a lot when the spotlight is on you and it's all negative. And some people, it's okay for you to throw the dart to my back, but when it comes to my significant other,
right,
they didn't sign up for this.
And
so I do understand that.
So I feel like that's the case even in like I feel like that's the case in like regular people issues, second world problems.
Yeah.
For instance, you know, you might not want to show your significant other off for those kind of scrutinies because you never know who dislike you for what.
Or you like to cheat.
Yeah.
And I think that's the part of it that gets a little tricky. Well, because you never know. Like, some men will say, and they do live a wild lifestyle, and that's why they don't post the people they care about. other men will put on this persona as if they are this guy just so that they don't have to post you so they can cheat. Because if there's no evidence that you're with this girl, then you could go talk to anybody you want to.
But I also feel like that gives you the space that don't come with these misnarratives. Like, we call Future toxic because every time you turn around, there's a new girl. But it's like, fam, if I didn't post them, you wouldn't know I'm with them. But now I'm with somebody and I'm posting them, y'all find an issue with that. So it's like, bro, what I'm supposed to do? Like, Lori Harvey was praising for getting ran through niggas, but Future has a different girl all the time. It's like, oh, this nigga toxic. He a dog. And it's like, bro, like, no. I don't have the space to show my girl off.
Yeah, I think Lori Harvey got a bad rap, too, because they were calling her names, all types of names, not names that you would call a lady. And I think that is the tricky part as well. So there's the element of...
Why would they do that to her? She don't talk to nobody.
She don't talk at all.
She don't say nothing.
I don't even know. I've never heard her speak.
Me either. There's an element of wanting to protect your partner.
Right.
Valid. There's the element of wanting to be sneaky and cheat.
Right.
And then there's the third, not wanting to be shamed if it doesn't work out. And that's real.
I think women only deal with that.
No, men do too.
Nah.
Posting a girl and then having to go back and delete all the stuff that you put on your timeline because y'all don't work out.
Yeah, but that was because whatever I found out about her wasn't very savory. Like if you date somebody and then, you know, the relationship goes sour and you then have to delete these pictures, nobody ever be like that's usually how people know y'all broke up. Like, oh, yeah, the pictures of them not on the page no more. I guess they not together no more.
That used to be the telltale sign.
Right, so it's like, so it's more so like, once it happened, it's like, okay, like, unless you do it like in the urgency, like like
in the middle of the night,
like in a bit, like you and her have an argument, you take all the pictures down, but next week y'all still together. Like,
archive.
Yeah,
if you're in one of those relationships, I'm gonna give y'all a quick tip where you always breaking up and get back together, and you want to hurt his or her feelings. Archive them pictures real quick.
That's nuts.
Let her think, her or him, whoever your SO is, let them think that you deleted the pictures and you are truly done. And when you archive them, they're sitting somewhere in a private photo.
That's nuts.
And then when you're ready to bring them back, you can just unarchive when you guys make up.
That's a nut.
Life hack.
You toxic as shit.
Life hack. Sometimes you gotta let the people know you want a fake single for a week. Just archive them.
Fake single, bro. What?
People do that, but it's just like I guess from the standpoint of somebody who kind of is in the middle, I would like to be loved out loud and talked about, introduced to people. Have my title be known around people, that I go around new friends, colleagues, people you work with. I don't think the internet is that important, and I feel like that's why we all are surprised about Issa Rae's announcement of being married, because we feel like we know these people. But in reality, if you take that situation and bring it right back down to where we are, we don't know if the people on our timeline are actually single, because some people opt to not post who they're talking to or who they're dating as a strategy. Because once you introduce that person to the internet, I feel like it just unlocks so many doors.
Right.
In some cases, we hear this all the time. When you get into a relationship, more people start reaching out to you just to test it and see if it's real. And I feel like it's just a way of them to see if they still have access to you, even though you're in a relationship. It's kind of like, let me throw this bait out here, see if they respond, and see if I can still access this person. But I understand why people don't post it on the internet. You post it on your timeline, something happened, y'all got to break up, you take it down. Or you have this scenario like you post a new nigga every time you get with him. Now the girls are talking about you. I don't want you to think that people don't realize that this isn't a different guy. Like, we know what the first guy looked like. Now you got a new guy, and we've been keeping count of how many guys you have up on this timeline. So it's as a way to get people off of their body count too. And, I think what really matters is meeting people in your personal life.
Yeah.
Like, meeting your real friends, meeting your family.
Because like, that's funny. But like in actuality, like, I tag Jazz in a lot of tweets online, and that's
she right there. Yeah, no, you like look
right. Not because of that. It's because I know what the timeline like. I've seen the timeline like, and I've seen shit go left quick, where a guy say something about preference towards a woman, and then they pull up a picture of your wife and say, "Is this your wife?" And it's like, bro, she didn't sign up for this. Like, why would you do that? So I like do it for like to protect her, because I don't know how that could make her feel. Like, bro, like my Instagram, you can scroll down. There's probably 3 pages, like 3 swipes before you see a picture of her. But that's just because I don't timeline. Like, I don't post on the post. I guess they call them posts now. I don't post on a post. But if we out and we kicking it and we chilling, the story, she in the story all the time. And it's not because like they disappear. It's just, this is like an actual view of how life is for me. And the post, most of the posts is like work shit. Yeah. And it's like, yes, it's a personal page, but it's also like a work page. So like I can give you pieces.
Oh, you actually using your business page?
Yeah, like
I'm business page.
Yeah. It's not just for the other shit, the analytics.
Yeah,
yeah. Like, so it's like mixed. Like I feel like we as people get invested in people.
You say this all the time.
Yeah. So to the point where it's like, in order to like become a fan, I don't even want to use the word fan, but like become a supporter of somebody, you want to feel like you can relate. So if my page was just all business, nobody would give a fuck. They wouldn't care. Like, oh, this nigga do a podcast every Tuesday. This nigga is managing a rapper every Tuesday. But if you see like posters, oh, like they on vacation, or they, you know what I'm saying, out.
It's the lifestyle part.
Yeah, like it's the lifestyle part for like people to be like, oh no, he like a real person. He real down to earth. I can relate to that. And so I feel like when you do that, you got to do a mix. Like I probably could post more if, you know what I'm saying, that probably would make her happy. But it's more so like, I think in your relationship, you got to get to the point where you talk to each other about that. Like, it ain't nothing against you. It's just, this is the aesthetic that I want for my page.
This is what I have on my page.
Yeah.
Because on the other extreme, there are people that only post picture with their spouse, or their significant other.
And we didn't come here for this.
And it kind of gives the same thing when people have a baby.
We didn't come here for this.
I didn't come here to see the baby and all the pictures of the stories. Yeah. Like, get back to that old stuff that you was posting. I want to see the cuss words and the arguments. And, you know, things change. Relationships are different, especially as the relationship gets a little bit more mature. You maybe don't need to post your significant other as much, but it doesn't mean that they don't exist. So in the essence of being somebody who feels like marriage is going to, I don't know, take the relationship to another level and it's such a big deal to everybody, do you feel like it makes sense to wait until you get married before you start announcing your partner to people? Like, let's take it away from Issa's situation. Let's say you met somebody, you fell in love with them, and things are working out. They haven't really met anybody in your inner circle. Would it make sense to be in a relationship with them? Or get married with them? Get married to them before you introduce them to your family or your friends?
I don't see how that would even work. Like,
yeah.
Understand. You don't get to understand a person until you see a person in their environment. Like, so the person that I'm with you, could it be a totally different person than I am when the homies call, or when I can't take you to my toxic father and you understand how it is and you've been around for years. Like, that shit you gotta learn and understand. Like, bro, you gotta understand, like, I know, like, with you, family is very important.
Yeah.
Holidays come up, you want to go home. Mm-hmm. We can't do this if you not coming with me to understand this environment that I grew up in. Like, this ain't never gonna work, because even when we get married, I'm gonna still want to see my family.
Right.
I'm not gonna isolate myself from what I know, what I love, what I like, just because I'm in some relationship with you. And so I feel like it's no way you can fucking get to a point where you marry some, like, I don't understand fucking Married at First Sight. Like, I don't understand
Season 2 is out.
Like, I don't understand this concept. Like, bro, you don't know this person at all. Like, somebody just said, hey, these are qualities you got. These are qualities you got. They got. Let's put y'all together and see if it worked. But it's like, bro, you don't even know. You can't even put a face to the trauma that's in their life because you ain't never been around them.
And then you start working backwards. Yeah. You got to introduce them to your spouse, to your friends and your family as your husband. And at that point, they already achieved the title. So it's just, I think there is a level of importance behind like introducing your partner to your friends and your family before you even get to that point. Because it's like a interview phase.
Yeah, I don't understand how people...
They may see things you don't see.
Yeah, I don't understand how people like get married really quickly. Like, it's one of those things where I don't feel like y'all even grown enough to know each other.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't met none of my friends. And so now I don't know what kind of narrative you brought up. But all you know is that on Fridays I like to go hang out. So now all of a sudden, because you don't know any of my friends, you don't know their kind of character, you think I'm out here being a wild boy. What, in hindsight, all we do is sit together and talk about rap music for 3 hours and then listen to rap music and then I come home. But you think the wildest narratives has been going on because you've never met these people. It's just some shit where I think you gotta know, you gotta spend time with your partner and put your partner in environments to make them comfortable.
I think in order for two people to get married very quickly, 3 things have to be true. You have to be willing to put that person over everything in your life currently, because you guys are going to face a lot of backlash together. But if you do it as a unit together, you're ready to make it stronger, because people are going to feel the way about you getting married to this person without them being able to interview them first. A lot of friends take that serious. Like, dang, I ain't even met this person. How you dating them and I don't even know them, right, let alone getting married. The second thing is that you have to be like serious. Marriage has to be top on your list in order for you to meet somebody and be married to them in 6 months. Like, it has to be, you meet on the first date. Hey, I like you. You like me. I'm trying to get married. And y'all give each other that look, and then y'all get married. And 3, I think you may have to be like a little older, because I don't see people in their 20s just like meeting somebody and then 6 months later getting married. Yeah, I see a lot of older people doing that, because if you know, that's fine. Like, you know that you enjoy this person, right, and you can get married in that 6 month to a year time frame.
That should just sound like a lot. Like, I want to know my partner in all aspects. Like, even if it's not like showing them off, like, I want to like be able to be like I want you to be able to feel comfortable about me and my life. So like, I want you to feel I posted you and all the girls in the comments like, oh shit, a baddie, you got you a baddie, all those shit that come with the friends of your man. Like, I know a lot of women have issues that guys have like female friends, but it's like, no, these ain't the hoes. These is the homegirls, like, for real.
These ain't the hoes.
Like, here's the proof. Like, they like you too. Like, they love you too. Like, this don't have nothing. Like, I'm not hiding you for some sneak shit. Like, I want you to see it. Like, I love doing that.
Yeah. It's in order to get, I feel like this done turned into a conversation all about like marriage and stuff, which is fitting. But there are things, there are check marks boxes that you have to check in order to get to that point. And I think a level of comfortability is one of them, because that's the person that you're going to be spending the majority of your time with once you get into that space. And just being able to communicate, being able to work through issues, being able to have that person as a kind of like a security blanket if you're feeling down, lift you up. And you're right. Like, you got to know all aspects of them. Right.
Like, I don't think I've introduced Jazz to all of my friends like in my life. And that's only because I don't go nowhere to see them. Like, I don't see them. We like cordial, but I love those kind of relationships with my friends. Like, fam, I believe that as one of my top characteristics is I'm a very loyal person. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, we don't even have to speak. But at one point, if I loved you forever. Like, you my dog. Like, we linked. So like sometimes Jazz would be like, you got these friends, I don't even know who they are. It's like, bro, also, you also see that I'm always at the house. Like,
right.
I'm never out nowhere to be like, oh, but if we see him, I always introduce Jazz. Like, and then half the time niggas know because Jazz is always posted somewhere.
Yeah, I try to do my best with letting know about the new friends that I make.
Yeah, you do that regular.
And just giving a little bit of background about who they are so that when we hang out, it's not crazy. But I think it's also important to have a good relationship between your partner and your friends, because that can cause a lot of stress and drama later on in it.
I like to make sure, like, make sure she comfortable. Like I know my friends are like me, so like if I can't be somewhere, like if I gotta work and she want to go to an event, like the homies doing, it's like, nah, you good, babe. They gonna take care of you as if I was there. Like, they fuck with you too. I like that feeling. Like the New Year's party I couldn't come to, and I'm like, nah, you go. I make the call, like go get her from the door, make sure she good, and it happens. Like it's like one of those things where I like to make, like, I need you to know all of these just in case something happened to me.
Oh gosh, that was a New Year's party that we went to before we were bringing in 2020.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That really showed what the year was going to give.
And it's like, fam, if something happened to me, I need you to be able to be on accord with everybody.
Right.
Like, knock on wood, my early demise. If you my emergency contact, I need you to know who else to call. like you gotta know who else people need to know this.
Like, or to know who to invite to the funeral. Because
or what the funeral plans are,
or what I would like at the funeral,
which is fried chicken, like wings and stuff, in a park. No funeral, like cremate me and then throw a big party in a park somewhere. Get hooped the DJ.
You don't want to be in a church at all?
Nah, fuck that. For what? I wasn't in church when I was here.
Period.
Unless you're gonna stream it. Like if you stream it
at the church?
No, have the preacher at the church and then everybody watch it like in a movie theater, because that's how I would have went to church. like do it like that
on the screen.
Yeah, like do it like that. But like I'm outside. I want to be outside. I want niggas to get drunk at my celebration of life.
To that point, I don't want a pastor speaking at my funeral. Just pass the mic around. Do an open mic.
Hey, you want niggas to do a friendship icebreaker so fast.
Just do an open mic and everybody bring your favorite picture and display it on a projector.
You do that shit on your birthday now, bro.
Yeah.
You make niggas go around and say
I do. Every year.
Like, she owed me $10, but
bro,
it's cool.
Every year for Rez's birthday, we have to explain to the people we already know in her life how we know Rez. And it's the exact same story.
Sometimes it gets a little different. Things change. I bring new friends. But yeah, I think that's important. I don't feel like anybody wants to be hitting though. And you don't want to be sitting at home when your partner going out with their friends. You don't want to be sitting at home alone on Thanksgiving. You don't want to do none of that stuff. You do?
A little bit.
On Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving don't really matter.
Alone.
Thanksgiving food, just Sunday food that you get on a Thursday.
And what about Christmas?
I mean, if the internet's on, I mean, I spend a Thanksgiving.
Like, if the internet work here, I'm good. Like, I'm cool. Like, Christmas is still like, okay, I opened my gifts. All right.
I just want to sit on my phone.
That's it.
And relax.
Here's a break from life real quick. That's really what holidays are about now when you get older. It's about like, especially if you live in the vicinity of your family and y'all see each other on the regular, it becomes, hey, this is a break from the rest of my life to just spend in this moment. Like, it ain't like special no more. Like, nigga, did nobody give me all of the PlayStation games I wanted this year? Like, niggas gave me socks and underwear this year, which I was appreciative of, but like, all right.
Still waiting for that PS5.
Oh, we putting it on the wedding registry.
Hey, that is some nut shit to do.
We putting a lot of stuff on our wedding registry.
Like put like shit that I want.
His and hers, like, Beats headphones.
Like, I don't need a toaster. I ain't eating toast every morning.
Alexa.
But you know what I would love?
What?
You could put me in that American Airlines flight club. Somebody buy that for me. Purchase that for a year for me. Like, get me right.
Give me some new socks. Buy us a pack of toilet paper the way we had.
All exclusive in Tulum. Do that for me.
3 Apple TVs.
3 Apple TVs. Even though
we only got 2 TVs, but just in case one break.
Yeah, that's the shit I want.
So, do you see marriage in your future?
Do I? Yeah, and that's just not because I'm sure Jazz gonna hear this. I think when you get into a relationship with somebody, and that is always the end goal.
Some would say it's not.
I mean, I think somebody in this relationship thinks so at some point. Like, yeah, we can start this off as, we just cooling. Like, I found a person that I enjoy. I found a person that makes me happy. We do life together. But eventually, somebody, because we live in a society where somehow that pressure of being married to somebody is like there.
Yeah, it's heavy.
The room is talking about it. The family's asking. The friends are asking. I had a lady at work come to my job and go, "What you doing? Texting all your girlfriends?" And I said, "I only got one girlfriend." And then she said, "So when you gonna put a ring on it?" Man, I don't know who you are, and I don't know anything about you.
You at work, minding your business.
Like, please.
She pressuring you to get married. You don't even know her.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like society do that.
You have your own bag for these groceries?
Then she said, it even got deeper. She even asked me, "What's stopping you?" Like, bitch, I don't got no money. Like, what you mean? I'm working on it.
That's the part.
Yeah.
You ever seen the guy on... You'll see it on Instagram, on TikTok. He points at stuff like, "This is why." Look at nigga, where am I?
Look what I'm doing. I'm sitting on a bench having a 15-minute break. I don't really think in my lifestyle is there yet.
Right.
But I'm like, I feel like life puts that on you, and there's certain shit. Like, I don't see marriage being anything different. Like, I think I'm on. It's 3 years this year. I don't think. I think. The luxury of life advances, the growth of life advances, but I still think if we get married in 2025, we'll still be on that couch on Mondays watching wrestling. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think I'll know, like, Jazz finna watch Married at First Sight on TV. Maybe I should just be on my phone, let her have the TV. Like, I don't think life is going to change that much.
It's not going to change drastically.
We put another title to this.
Well, hopefully you wouldn't want that to happen. You want it to be like life is normal, but now we have the same last name and we have a little bit of security to go with our relationship. If something happened to you, they know who to call.
Right.
And it's kind of like, I think the best part about it, or one of the exciting things that I'm looking forward to, is just like having that coming out moment to like all of our family and friends, and kind of just celebrating that moment of introducing a new person to the family. Even though this person has been in the family for a while, now it's going to be a little harder for them if they want to leave, It's kind of like when you put your fingers in that trap and you try to get it out. Like, you just keep pulling and it's just tight. Yeah, that's how it is. But I don't think the day-to-day life change. I mean, the conversations, I will say the quality of conversations do change, because you have to talk about things that are a little bit more serious. Like, if something happens to you, who do I call? If we want to get a house, how are we going to budget for this house? How are we going to save up money for this house?
But I feel like people are...
having those conversations if we want to have a baby, what's our plan for a baby? What's the plan for raising? I don't think you're having this
conversation.
I think if you are doing stuff,
fourth date.
If you're doing stuff in the order of getting married, you do have the conversation. Yeah,
I don't think you might not be having these conversations first year.
Yeah,
but if you've been together 2-3 years. And 2-3 years, y'all have started to have this conversation.
You start looking at that apartment
because by the time you 2-3 years in, and it's solid, it ain't too much drama in it.
Yeah,
you pretty much solidified. It's pretty much stuck now. I don't want to say stuck, but you pretty much here. You here, you comfortable, you like this. I don't mind being here forever.
You guys have a routine, yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind being here forever with this person. I love this person and I like this person, because that's two things that are different.
What's the difference between loving and liking somebody?
You can love somebody you absolutely hate. And you can like somebody that you have no business loving.
Right.
So it's just like,
I think that deserves a
like. I feel like that's some shit. Like you like there's people that figure out. 25 years later, I never really liked this person.
I gotta ask, who do you like that you have no business loving? Easy and Rez.
What?
Who do I like?
That's what he said.
Who do I like?
That we have nobody love. Are
no
you
business loving?
No business loving?
I'll say it. I have a love-hate relationship with Carolina basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I love the team. I love the tradition. I love the history. But I absolutely hate them in certain moments. I.e., I've never been a Roy Williams fan. So for him to retire this year and 2021, 2022 will be the first year without him, I'm excited, but I also don't think Hubert Davis could do a good job. I have a as a hip-hop fan, I have a love and appreciation for Def Jam. Like, I understand how that shit started, all of that. But in 2021, I give a fuck about what's going on over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand. Like, it's just like some shit like y'all aren't doing things right and y'all fucking it up for the rest of us.
For me, it's two people. I have no business loving Meek and Lil Uzi. Two people that I absolutely do not like the more that I learn about them. But I do have a...
You're going to stick beside them?
I'm going to stick beside them.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick beside them. But it is traumatizing, the things that come out of their mouth and the things that they do and say. It's just embarrassing.
Now imagine having that same thought process for a partner.
Uzi is buying a planet.
Hey, that's a stunt though.
How though?
Who is taking the money?
But that's a stunt.
He's getting robbed.
That is a stunt.
You don't buy planets,
nigga. For relationship gifts, niggas say I bought you a star,
and then do what with it?
I don't know, but shit, if something happens, you got it.
You'll never be able to find that star again.
Like, you should never be that bored.
Hey, this sound like it's some fire shit. If y'all broke, just say that.
It's not a
no. Just say that.
It's financially responsible to say that I'm not buying something that I can't go to.
You never know. Like, y'all always sitting here telling us buy land. This nigga bought a planet. Nigga, buy land. He bought a planet, fam.
I'm selling.
He didn't even look at it. He didn't even get.
He didn't do an inspection.
Yeah, he didn't even do an inspection.
So here's the thing. Like with that play,
he don't even know what the weather like.
With that play, I feel like. Because Elon Musk's wife is telling people they bought planet, and these niggas just went, like, didn't Jeff Bezos, these niggas just go to space the other day?
You can't buy a planet, though.
That's still under review.
So, which is what I'm, like, which goes into my point. So when niggas be like, oh, we going to Pluto to check, probably should go to Uzi planet and see what's on there. You gotta ask Uzi, and Uzi might, like, nigga, put the bag on it. Yeah, you can go up there. But I own this. I need a piece.
He's getting robbed. It sounds like.
Nah, it sounds like.
It sounds like a robbery. Nah, we gonna see. We're gonna talk about this in a couple weeks.
Baby Pluto with Baby Pluto. That should be hard. It's a flex.
I know. So that it's cringy.
Look,
so
I'm selling Pluto now.
His relationship talking to Carisha like that. I'm sorry, Young Miami like that.
I mean,
that's cringy.
But imagine being in a relationship with him.
I couldn't. That's the part. Like, that's the... But sometimes people... I don't know if you watch Rick and Morty, but it was an episode about these guys who were... Everything they did was they hated the pain, but they loved the pain.
Right.
And I think people have an obsession with feeling pain. Like, some people just think that that's necessary in a relationship for you to have, like, some type of, like, hate is the emotion. It's a feeling, but that's not something that you should feel towards your partner. And some people are in these dead ass relationships that aren't going anywhere, where the only thing that they feel with them is that hate. So it makes them feel like they're alive, if that makes sense. So people thrive off of that energy because they can't get the love that they want. That's my thought process around it. That's good. I couldn't imagine being in a relationship where the only emotion that I was able to express was how much I hate this nigga. Like, but we together, but I hate him. I can't stand him. Everything he do, I hate, but I love him. Like, that's stupid.
I don't feel like
it sounds like stress.
Kind of sound fire.
It sounds like stress. You like that?
It sounds. It kind of sounds like open. Like we just together to be. It's a tax purposes.
It sounds like your grandparents, don't it?
We don't want to get.
Well, I don't know your grandparents personally, but
this is a concept where they've grown. Like, I used to have a work grandma, and she used to be like,
we gotta work everything, huh?
Right, everything. Step parents is crazy. It's the boss and that work in the others department, but like it's just
you
like
definitely had a pair, Rez.
Huh?
You definitely had a pair.
A pair of what?
Of work step parents.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, the couple that used to come in at the
Oh yeah.
Look, see. So she used to always like talk about him in a very aggressive manner. Like when, like she would come to work and say like when she was angry with him, yeah, he know I'm angry with him because I didn't cook last night. That mother got on my nerves, and he know about it. Like in this very aggressive manner, but you could tell deep down. If someone was to happen with it, she'd lose her life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that is just usually the play as you grow with somebody, as you get older. Like, you love them to death unconditionally, but also
you're a pain in the ass.
You're a pain in the ass. Like, there's no way to explain it.
You sound like you relate.
I mean, I have told you that you're my pain in the ass.
No, I don't like that, and I hope you're not telling other people that either.
I mean. Do you want me to lie to you?
I don't like that.
I thought it was obvious.
You thought what was obvious?
I thought you could see it.
Okay. I did make a whole video on Valentine's Day about getting on his nerves.
Didn't, like, twice.
Yeah.
Like, then you tweet, you was upset that because you wasn't around, he did something without you.
Yeah.
Like, fam, I just lived. Like, you wasn't here. What was I supposed to do?
Clearly, you don't keep me off your social to protect me.
No.
Hey, you might not get posted, but the world know who you are, and you ain't shit to them.
Right.
Apparently,
you get dragged.
Right. They go a wine Wednesday, and you ain't around. He's supposed to give up the tradition. Like that's nuts.
Sushi Wednesday.
Oh, Sushi Wednesday. Sorry.
No, Meezy, I will never let this go. She is the one who gave me the idea because she said that she was going to go to lunch and get sushi.
I didn't get.
She decided not, and then she decided not to get it.
I couldn't go.
No, that's not what she said.
I went to lunch somewhere else.
That's not my fault.
And then you got the sushi, and you never asked me for any.
Oh, that's fucked up. You fucked up the tradition and then blamed him.
But then he got me sushi, and that's the part that I didn't tell everybody else.
I made it right for something I didn't need to make right.
That's
nuts. And still didn't get my due.
So you don't see how that could be a pain in the
people
ass.
Still bring it up.
Yeah, people know about Sushi Wednesday.
That's crazy.
It's all right though. On that note, enough about me. We're gonna go ahead and take a break and come back with our final thoughts. All right, so we're back for our final thoughts, and I just want to talk real quickly. I know we talked a lot about the relationship, how to introduce them to people, and what to do when you get married or leading up to getting married. But I want to talk about how to take it back to the beginning. How do we introduce our spouse to the internet? Do you make a big announcement? Do you just post them? Do you like slow walk people into it? Like, how do you do it?
I like to do a rollout.
Okay.
You know me, I'm business minded. I love everything rollout. I like to do a rollout. I like for you to be like seeing me in a date environment, like wonder, like who the fuck is he with?
Right.
I like to like, you know what I'm saying, get pictures, get pictures of the hand, like you holding hands with somebody, you know what I'm saying? They like, who
you
the
don't
fuck
see nothing else.
You don't see nothing else. Then you might get a picture of her from behind, just her hair, and it's like, oh, she got good hair, or that's a good weave, but you don't know who it is. You know what I'm saying? Then you know, then you take one of those good like out in public pictures with her, and you post it. You might, you know what I'm saying, you post it, and niggas just be like, oh, that's who that's been.
Yeah.
And so then now, you know what I'm saying, then a couple weeks go by, then you tag her in it, like on some cool shit, like. My women crush when it's like, oh yeah, this is who I've been, and then now they like, oh, that's what it is. Let me follow, like, roll her out a little bit, like give her some shine or some shit. Or you could do what I did in actuality, just be out here in these streets and women thinking that you entertaining them, and then one day you just post a picture of you kissing them and then go about your business.
Right, that's your girlfriend now.
Yeah, right.
I just think I like that process, but did you ever stop and take a moment to think that most likely we won't ever get a chance to roll out another person on our social media? So the rollout we did is the rollout that's going to remain. Because we're in a relationship. That's the last rollout. My favorite.
I'm getting 2.0. What's up?
You can rebrand.
Rebrand
your nigga.
Break up and
you don't even gotta break up.
You always gotta take it 2 steps too far.
You want to be single bad.
No, I don't want to be single.
You don't gotta break up. You
Is
can
you
just.
Happy?
What you say?
Is you happy?
Is you happy? I just gotta ask you one question.
Yeah, you gotta rebrand, like when girls go have surgery. Like you just gotta duck off for a little bit and just show up. Like niggas know who it is, so when they see it, like, oh shit, they back, they out here back. Like, cause I get invested. I'm giving up. I be investing in our relationships.
Yeah.
So if I ever see a picture of you, a man and a woman together looking real in love or flirtations, and I don't see him for a while or I don't see her for a while, I be wanting to ask questions. It ain't none of my business, but I need you to know because I'm invested in watching your stories. I'm invested in knowing who this is and what they doing.
I need you to know I know this and I want to know what's going on.
Yeah, and all of you niggas with the private pages, that's corny. Like, if they gonna tag you in it, I want to go over there and see it from your perspective. I like to see from both perspectives. Like, I love to see a girl post this my nigga, like in love with this nigga, and the guy is just like, this is what we eat. Yeah, like, that shit is funny.
I think the other thing is you could do a rollout, you could do it just drop and go, or you could just keep posting the sneaky pictures until people see y'all in real life.
Them sneaky pictures ain't.
Or them sneaky quotes.
Nah, the sneaky pictures ain't the one.
With the face over there?
We gotta get rid of that.
With the emoji?
We gotta get rid of that.
The back of the head?
Because it looked desperate. Like, why do you need to show the world that you're not lonely? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't show me the whole thing. You just trying to show me that you're not lonely. Because honestly, we don't give a fuck. Like, we didn't come here to see him anyway. So not knowing who it is some nut shit.
Just leave.
Yeah, like not seeing. Yeah,
just post the whole picture.
And it's like, fam, it's against what, like, it's against how I feel. That's insecure. It might make him insecure. Like, damn, I really like her.
I can't even get showed off. Yeah, when I'm ugly a little bit.
Because for the guys, it's the level of chase. The level of chase matters. Like, I know women always like to break it down to it just being the chase. Like, guys just love the chase, but it's like, no, there's levels of chase. Mm-hmm. Like, it's accessibility. Like, fam, if I can't get to you, like, you ain't trying to show me off, like, I might work a little harder so you can show me off.
So I could get a post.
Yeah.
Well, I love you something.
Yeah, so show me off a little bit.
But I think, there's different ways to do it. If you want to do a relationship rollout for the fall, just be strategic about it. Let the people know that you're in a relationship. Just drop the picture on them. Do a rollout.
Fuck it. At least tag. Like, let us know.
A good old on a date, kind of nervous post. That's that's a nice little rollout.
How it started. How it's going.
I say make sure you are sure before you go posting. Though that's what I will say. Make sure that you guys been together for a solid 6 months, maybe, and things are going well.
No, fuck that
shit,
bro. Okay. If you find a nigga on Tinder, put his Tinder profile up in your story. Fuck it, be like that.
You said swiped right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you just feel a little creative.
All right, let's get into the music.
Channel your inner Issa.
You already know the vibes. You are now tuned in.
You are now tuned in.
The This week on WMEZ, we got Slade the Supreme. Shout out Slade the Supreme. He just dropped a new project called Quest for Life Volume 2. So we're going to get into it today. This is Thrill in the Moment featuring Banks and Flyluminati. This was just a coincidence. Here on WMEZ.
That's right. Textually active. All right, let's get into our memes for the week. It looks like E is raising his hand and tell us that he got a meme.
Stop telling people what I'm doing back here.
Okay.
All right, nah, it's just something.
He wasn't expecting me to say okay.
It was a real I didn't know how that was finna go. I was scared a little bit.
He was like, okay.
All right, so basically, I saw this and I just remembered of my old times. I needed this when I was in corporate life. How do you say I don't give a fuck professionally? And then one that I saw that really stuck out to me was just writing back, duly noted, which means I acknowledge that you think I give a fuck about the information you just gave me, but I'm gonna do what the fuck I was gonna do anyway.
I love the
but the thing, it says sincerely. But to me, if you got an email from me, I say regards.
My favorite is I'll see what I can do.
That's so funny. Your sign off is regards, and I always do best. That's so cute.
Yeah, no, like,
I give best. I'm like best, and you give in regards.
Yeah, not regards, bro.
Corny.
Oh my god! Shut up, easy.
Corny.
You trying to get married or something?
You want to get married?
I mean, based off of this episode, I don't know.
You trying to show up to a wedding?
Make sure it don't stink a little bit.
Nah. Remember we was in the car talking about?
No, it was easy. All right, so wedding planning is not fun, but I'm happy, happy to be there. But me and Rez were kind of like, yo, we about to go show up to the wedding and say, anybody else trying to get married today?
Let's make this a group thing. Group rate this.
No, meaning like that we won't do the ceremony at all. Like,
and we'll just give it to somebody
else. That's a fire concept.
Anybody else trying to get married?
If y'all want to do this, like here, take this spot.
We'll send you a bill.
That's fire. I like that concept. It's on me or you. Which one?
I'll do mine. Since we talk about weddings, I'm just going to talk about something that I'm not doing at my wedding. I don't like that part when they take the panty thing off the bride and put it on someone else.
Yeah,
I don't like that part.
It might stink. Well, it's
panty.
It's like a thigh though.
No, I don't like that. My thighs be sweating. I know it's going to be sweating in my dress, but then I got to take that off and put it on somebody else. But here's
the part that confuses me. Those niggas be the groom's homeboys. Like that's that's my girl. Like,
and you taking my panty extension and putting it.
Like, what do I do with that? Like,
ew, and then putting it on somebody else, and then sometimes they put it in their mouth and put it on somebody. No,
and then think about this.
Ew, they gonna suck.
What if the nigga take it and smell it? Like, that's your friend. That's a nasty nigga. It's wild. Like that. It's a weird concept.
I don't
it's
like
wild.
it.
Yeah, I'm done with somebody on their neck.
Yeah, that's a weird. That's a weird scenario.
And the groom probably already had it in his mouth. It's just too much body fluid.
You like a nigga that's too thirsty to get it might want your girl. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. I'm here for it today. This how I've been feeling. Work overwhelming sometimes. Waking up is so tired. Like it's dumb. Like, what the fuck was you doing for that 7 hours? How am I still tired? Like,
my body was literally laying here not doing anything.
What did you do while I was asleep? Like,
play.
I don't get it.
That's the worst part. Like, how do you wake up more tired than you were when you went to sleep?
Like, I fell asleep randomly on the couch at 7:30.
How come I never wake up feeling like
refreshed?
I slept refreshed.
I don't know.
No worries.
Only on the weekends when I wake up earlier than when I wanted to anyway.
Is when I feel refreshed.
Don't wake me up. Like, let me ease into it.
Anyway, thank you all for listening to this episode of Textually Active. Well, we drop new episodes every Tuesday at 6 a.m. You can catch us
garter belt in your mouth.
You can catch us on YouTube or any of your favorite podcast streaming sites. We'll be back next Tuesday.
Oh, probably.
We'll see you guys.
We'll see if you
next
can
Tuesday.
Get the words out.
I can't. I got them. They out. Keep up with us on social media as well. We're on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Big shit popping.
It's a lot of stuff going on. Be on the lookout. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to the Textually Active podcast. This podcast is a full-service production from the Open Media Lab. Be sure to check in every Textual Tuesday along with following them on all social media at Textually Active Pod. Textually Active is a part of the Open Media Network.